This time, let me explain what's the difference between conductive and non-conductive material. Okay, let's scratch it. This one is conductive material, and there's a static. But when you touch it, the value is decreasing, and you can raise the static by connecting to the ground or whatever. And this one is non-conductive material, and when you ground it, the value won't change. And to reduce the static of the non-conductive material, you need to use ionizer like this. When you blow it, you can erase the static. Okay, let me explain how to erase static from the product. Okay, this one is the non-conductive material, and now there's static. But when you put on the table, the static gone. Actually, the static is not gone, but it looks gone, because when you put it back, this one still has a static. Then try to erase the static using vessel static blower. And with this situation, you blow it. But there's still static. So when you'd like to erase the static from the product, you have to put. You shouldn't put on the table or the attached object. You need to erase it in the air like this. Erased, and you need to put it back. Wow, the static is gone. For example, this is the work, and you can see there's a static. And when you put on the table, there's static, but there's no static. And you blow it. This part, there's no static, but yeah, I put it up, there's still static. So in this case, like this shape of the work, you better to put this way and blow it. Then all the part of the product static has removed. Let me explain about induction voltage. So now this is a conductive material and have a static, but when you touch it, static gone. But the distance has a static, and the object with static close to the object, gone, static arise. So in this case, you better put the object on the EPA table mat. In that case, this one won't affected by other objects that has static.